The half of 1 year is 6 months. The half of 1 year is 6 months. I cleaned my new shoe with the brush. I cleaned my new shoe with the brush. He prepared food for the picnic. He prepared food for the picnic. Knock first before you open the door. Knock first before you open the door. I drew a circle with a coin. I drew a circle with a coin. Noon means 12 o'clock. Noon means 12 o'clock. A quarter of an hour is equal to 15 minutes. A quarter of an hour is equal to 15 minutes. He showed the dinosaur doll to the children. He showed the dinosaur doll to the children. Go inside the house and wait for a moment. Go inside the house and wait for a moment. Spring is the season that I like the most. Spring is the season that I like the most. There is a bakery across the street. There is a bakery across the street. The engineer is fixing the work machine. The engineer is fixing the work machine. I was so sorry to be late for my appointment. I was so sorry to be late for my appointment. He forgot to lock the gate. He forgot to lock the gate. He decided to propose to her. He decided to propose to her. Sick people should eat a lot of food. Sick people should eat a lot of food. She can sing sad songs well. She can sing sad songs well. I dialed the wrong number by mistake. I dialed the wrong number by mistake. Is it true that she is a princess? Is it true that she is a princess? If you push the cart, I'll pull it. If you push the cart, I will pull it. She cut the cucumber into 8 pieces. She cut the cucumber into 8 pieces. There is a lamp and a table in his bedroom. There is a lamp and a table in his bedroom. That factory produces processing cars. That factory produces processing cars. The chicken and the cat are fighting in the yard. The chicken and the cat are fighting in the yard. He knows a lot of funny stories. He knows a lot of funny stories. He washed his face clean with soap. He washed his face with soap. You can choose between A or B. You can choose between A or B. She slowly climbed the ladder. She slowly climbed the ladder. I stuck the note on the refrigerator with magnets. I stuck the note on the refrigerator with a magnet. There was a fire in the apartment last night. There was a fire in the apartment last night. I agree with what you said. I agree with what you said. What are your plans for the holidays? What are your plans for the holidays? The rich woman bought an expensive necklace. The rich woman bought an expensive necklace. He ordered clothes for the party. He ordered clothes for the party. My cousin and I rode a bicycle. My cousin and I rode our bicycles in the park. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. She receives a salary of 5 million won. She receives a salary of 5 million won. I made a promise with myself to study. I made a promise with myself to study. She cut her finger with a sharp knife. She cut her finger with a sharp knife. The story of the princess and the 7 drawers is funny. The story of the princess and 7 drawers is funny. I go to the library to read books. I go to the library to read books. How about meeting at 4 p.m. on Thursday? How about meeting at 2 p.m. on Thursday? She decorated her room with flowers and frames. I accidentally fell down and hurt my knee. The factory workers are making TVs. The whale dived into the deep water. The housewives are wearing red gloves. I'm so thirsty that I want to drink water. Even monkeys can fall from trees. I'm going to read novels during my holidays. I met my classmate at the amusement park. She pays the rent by the end of the month. We collected shells at the beach. He asked the teacher for the answer of the question. I am leaving for China tomorrow. From old times, rice is the main food in Korea. The sister got lost in the forest. The child painted the sun red. She needed a man to carry her luggage. There were big holes in his socks. There were big holes in his socks. Bats live inside the dark caves. Bats live inside dark caves. He started to carry the heavy luggage. He started to carry the heavy luggage. Could you open this bottle of wine? Could you open this bottle of wine? My father works at a steel company. My father works at a steel company. I managed to arrive right before the presentation. I managed to arrive right before the presentation. Deaf people can't hear sound well. Deaf people can't hear sound well. The price of oil keeps increasing this year. The price of oil keeps increasing this year. The hunter hunted a deer in the woods. The hunter hunted a deer in the woods. When is your birthday? When is your birthday? Nice people do wonderful things. Nice people do wonderful things. A girl is drawing a picture in the park. A girl is drawing a picture in the park. A lighthouse guides ships to harbor. A lighthouse guides ships to harbor. He reached the island by fishing boat. He reached the islands by the fishing boat. I must wake up early tomorrow morning. I must wake up early tomorrow morning. The deer hid behind a big tree. The deer hid behind a big tree. The policeman found the thief's hands with feet. The policeman found the thief's head and feet. I was holding my bag with one hand. I was holding my bag with one hand. We went into the cave holding a candle. We went into the cave holding a candle. The spider was hanging from the ceiling. The spider was hanging from the ceiling. This hen golden egg every day. This hen lays a golden egg every day. The dentist pulled out the decade suit. The dentist pulled out the decade suit. She can play the violin well. She can play the violin well. He used his brain to solve the problem. He used his brain to solve the problem. She grabbed the rabbit's long ears. She grabbed the rabbit's long ears. Hold the flower vase with care. Hold the flower vase with care. A small boat arrived at Charles Castle. He has to finish his work by noon. He has to finish his work by noon. She is wearing wonderful earrings. She is wearing wonderful earrings. I drew the bird and tree and the house. I drew the bird, the tree, and the house. She happily received my present. She happily received my present. We danced to exciting music. We danced to exciting music. She had bread and milk for breakfast. She had bread and milk for breakfast. I erased a long letter with the eraser. I erased a long letter with the eraser. She doesn't have much money. She doesn't have much money. He is the father of the children. He is the father. Hurry up, or you will miss the train. Hurry up, or you will miss the train. I planted flowers and trees in the garden. I planted flowers and trees in the garden. I was lucky enough to find my missing wallet. I was lucky enough to find my missing wallet. Sleep and food are important for your health. Sleep and food are important for your health. My dog waves his tail from side to side. My dog waves his tail from side to side. He teaches history at school. He teaches history at school. She chose the yellow handkerchief. She chose the yellow handkerchief. I am interested in studying Chinese. I am interested in studying Chinese. Leaves fall from the trees in autumn. Leaves fall from the trees in autumn. We usually go to church on Sundays. We usually go to church on Sundays. The river flows under the bridge. The river flows under the bridge. A stranger person is following us. A stranger person is following us. This is a secret between you and me. This is a secret between you and me. The queen is wearing a necklace and earrings. The queen is wearing a necklace and earrings. I'm going to amusement park on the weekend. I'm going to the amusement park on the weekend. The mother grabbed the child's arm. The mother grabbed the child's arm. The king is wearing a crown made out of gold. The king is wearing a crown made out of gold. I ate 2 bunches of grapes for dessert. I ate 2 bunches of grapes for dessert. Both tigers and lions are dangerous animals. Both tigers and lions are dangerous animals. The crazy person keeps talking. The crazy person keeps talking. The crowd was shouting his name. The crowd was shouting his name. A pilot is someone who flies an airplane. A pilot is someone who flies an airplane. The lion is a hunting zebra on a grassland. The lion is a hunting zebra on a grassland. I bought a new pencil and eraser. I bought a new pencil and eraser. Chinese people speak Chinese well. Chinese people speak Chinese well. The museum displayed old things. The museum displayed old things. He borrowed money from the bank. He borrowed money from the bank. There is a big well in the middle of our village. There is a big well in the middle of our village. She placed the jewel case inside the drawer. She placed the jewel case inside the drawer. Do you know where the capital of Japan is? Do you know where the capital of Japan is? Donkeys love the red carrots. Donkeys love red carrots. The train will arrive at its destination soon. She put her clothes and shoes inside the bag. She put her clothes and shoes inside the bag. The scary wolf is watching the deer. The scary wolf is watching the deer. The roots of the tree spread on the ground. The roots of the tree spread on the ground. I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I wake up at 7 o'clock every morning. His opinion is different from mine. His opinion is different from mine. She made a snowman with soul. She made a snowman with soul. He swam across the river. He swam across the Han River. She is not a painter, but a writer. She is not a painter, but a writer. He is an important person at the company. He is an important person at the company. My mother is cooking in the kitchen. My mother is cooking in the kitchen. A giraffe is a very tall animal. A giraffe is a very tall animal. She is as clever as a fox. She is as clever as a fox. Everybody, open your textbook to page 19. Everybody, open your textbook to page 19. The shepherd protects the sheep from the wolves. The shepherd protects the sheep from the wolves. His house is close to the subway station. His house is close to the subway station. The whole family went to the sauna on the weekend. The whole family went to the sauna on the weekend. These pants are too short for me to wear. These pants are too short for me to wear. I ate rice cake and drank beverages at the party. I ate rice cake and drank beverages at the party. At what time does the bank close on Fridays? At what time does the bank close on Fridays? He bought round trip ticket to Busan. He bought round trip ticket to Busan. It's time to say goodbye to your friends. It's time to say goodbye to your friends. A dim light is blinking in the distance. A dim light is blinking in the distance. I parked my car beside the fire hydrants. I parked my car beside my fire hydrants.
The soldiers killed the enemy with a cannon.
The soldiers killed the enemy with the cannon. Today is a fine day for picnic. Today is a fine day for a picnic. She was in a car accident 2 years ago. She was in a car accident 2 years ago. He's a friendly and wise person. He's a friendly and wise person. The housewife placed the kettle above the flame. The housewife placed the kettle above the flame. He broke the window with a rock. He broke the window with the rock. What is that on the table? What is that on the table? She placed her hand on his shoulders. He placed her hand on his shoulders. I have little money in my pockets. I have little money in my pockets. They are fighting for freedom. They are fighting for freedom. All plants need light and water. All plants need light and water. Don't treat me like a child. Don't treat me like a child. Finally, a war broke out between the countries. Finally, a war broke out between the countries. The trash can is full of trash. The trash can.
She placed her hand on his shoulder.
She placed her hand on his shoulder.
I have little money
in my pockets. I have little money in my pockets.
They are
fighting for freedom. They are fighting for freedom.
All plants
All
need
plants
light
need light and water.
All plants
All
need
plants
light and water.
need light and
Don't
water.
treat me like
Don't
a
treat me
child.
like a child.
Don't treat
Don't
me
treat me like a child.
Finally, a war
Finally,
broke out
a
between
war
the two
broke out
countries.
between the countries.
Finally,
Finally, a war broke out between the countries.
The trash
The
can
trash can is full of trash.
The trash
The
can
trash
is
can is full of
trash.
trash.
She thinks he is a good
He's a
husband.
good husband.
She
She
thinks he
thinks
is a
he's a
good
good husband.
The cat
The
is
cat
chasing
is
the
chasing the
mouse
mouse
hard.
hard.
The cat
The
is
cat is chasing the mouse
hard.
hard.
He tried
He
to steal
tried to steal
jewels at the
jewels
store.
at the store.
He tried
He
to
tried to steal
steal
jewels at the store.
It's already
It's
getting
already
hot
getting
in
hard in June.
It's
It's already getting hard in June.
It's
It's
okay
okay to bring your wife and kids.
It's
It's okay to bring your wife and kids.
He loves both
He loves
potatoes
both
and
potatoes and
sweet
sweet
potatoes.
potatoes.
He
He
loves
loves both potatoes and sweet potatoes.
How was the
How
trip
was the trip to England last year?
How was the
How was the
trip
trip
to
to
England
England last year?
I hung
I hung the Korean flag on the
sail of a
sail.
ship.
of sheep. I hung the Korean flags
on the sail
of the ship.
He parked the car
inside the garage.
He parked the car inside the garage. Wars destroy
the world peace.
Wars destroy the world peace.
A country is composed of its people and land. A country is composed of people and land.
Soccer is a
Soccer
popular
is-
sport in England.
Soccer is a popular sport in England.
He read
cartoon in the newspaper.
He read cartoon in the newspaper.
The summer vacation is especially short. The summer vacation is especially short. Math is the most interesting subject to me. Math is the most interesting subject to me. From now on, enter your own rooms. From now on, enter your own rooms.
I call him
by his nickname, Cabbage.
I
I call him by his nickname, Cabbage.
Will you do
Will you do me a favor tonight?
Will you
Will you do me a favor tonight?
Dolphins are very smart animals.
Dolphins are very smart animals.
The snake's
The tongue moves fast.
The
The snake's tongue moves fast.
The
The massive wave pushed the ship to the shore. The massive wave pushed the ship to the shore.
She
She saved money in the bank.
She
She saved money in the bank.
There are many
animals and plants in the jungle. There are many animals and plants in the jungle.
Dragonflies are flying in the sky in autumn.
Dragonflies are flying in the sky in the autumn.
He is so
He is so smart that he can solve the difficult tasks.
He is
He is so smart that he can solve difficult tasks.
It's
It's foggy today, so you should drive carefully.
It's
It's foggy today, so you should drive carefully.
We used to
We used to go to the same kindergarten before.
We used
We used to go to the same kindergarten before.
The taxi
The taxi driver kept the traffic light well. The taxi driver kept the traffic light well. The pillow is too hard to sleep on.
The
The pillow is too hard to sleep on. I remember the title of the movie. I remember the title of the movie.
She
She sent a letter from the post office.
He
He loves his wife forever. He loves his wife forever. Soon the train will come to the station. Soon the train will come to the station. The airplane arrived safely at the airport. The airplane arrived safely at the airport.
I was
I was blind for a while because I was of the bright sun. I was blind for a while because of the bright sun. Hello, how are you doing these days? Hello, how are you doing these days?
He
He made a table with wood and tools. He made a table with wood and tools. She guided tourists around the palace. She guided the tourists around the palace.
The
The teacher knows the name of her students. The teacher knows the names of her students. The sun and the moon are standing in one line. The sun and the moon are standing in one line. The rich woman loved the poor man. The rich woman loved the poor man. The prince and the princess lived in the palace. The prince and the princess lived in Paris. What time are you leaving tomorrow? What time are you leaving tomorrow? I want to go to the museum. I want to go to the robot museum. He found the mushroom among the trees. He found the mushroom among the trees. I can't see ahead because of the heavy fog. I can't see ahead because of the heavy fog.
Maybe our team will win
Maybe our team next year. Maybe our team will next year. In spring, warm wind starts to blow. In spring, warm wind starts to blow. Twins have very familiar faces. Twins have very familiar faces.
I like
I like peaches more than strawberries. I like peaches more than strawberries.
He needs to exercise
because he is too fat.
He
He needs to exercise because he is too fat. Too much sugar and salt is bad for your health. Too much sugar and salt is bad for your health. She got her pinky finger stuck in the door. She got her pinky finger stuck in the door. That gold watch is a gift from my father. That gold watch is a gift.
He
He is a high school physical education teacher.
He
He is a high school physical education teacher. I took a chemistry course this semester. Let's make sure there are no secrets between us. Let's make sure there are no secrets between us. The farmer grows corn on the field. The farmer grows corn on the field. She cut a thumb with a knife. She cut a thumb with a knife. I want to become a singing musician. I want to become a singing musician. My mom wakes me up at 6 o'clock. My mom wakes me up at 6 o'clock. A human being feels much pressure on the water. A human being feels much pressure on the water. She has a dog and a snake as pets. She has a dog and a snake as pets. I have almost finished my science homework. The flight was cancelled because of heavy rain. How's the weather outside now? The scientist has a great idea. He put on the backpack on his shoulder. She put on the backpack on his shoulder. The shepherd found the missing ram. Soldiers have to follow their superiors' orders. The bakery sells delicious bread. She doesn't like his idea. The tourists are looking at the map of Seoul. I am waiting for the snow to stop. She lit up the stove using paper. My uncle has cows, chickens, and pigs. I hung the next year's calendar on the wall. It was the hottest day of the year. The earth is not flat, but flat. But round. He thinks time is money. Last night, the white snow covered the whole land. Finally, the baby began to talk. In nature, the cycle of water occurs. What is this? That is a pencil. What is this? That is a pencil. He is wearing jeans and sneakers. Did you hear the strange sound outside? I picked up my son from kindergarten. She drew an amazing picture with a pencil. We built a castle with sand at the beach. The clock on the wall is 5 minutes late. The third pig built a house with bricks. He wanted to hear my frank opinion. Different cars are speeding down the road. She kept the room warm with the stove. I walked to my company yesterday. He inserted a coin in the vending machine. There are 4 distinctive seasons in Korea. I learn horse riding on every Saturday. She drew a circle on the ground with the stick. I wiped my sweat with a clean handkerchief. He drove his car like a crazy person. The musician stood silently on the stage. She keeps the toilet clean. The bees fly through the flowers. Deer are a good target for the lion. The pilot flew the airplane safely. I wrote a letter of appreciation to my friend. The princess was kept in the tower for 20 years. The brave prince saved the princess. He pulled the rubber band back. She thanked me for coming to the party. The witch asked me a mirror on the wall. She smiled at his funny story. Few people know about the secret room. Ants are fast and snails are slow. I have already read the novel twice. My head hurts because the pillow is too hard. He is trying to solve the math problem. She visits America twice a year. The car's wheels are turning very fast. Air pollution is a problem to all living things. Air pollution is a problem to all living things. We caught jellyfish at sea. We caught jellyfish at sea. They dug out gold and silver in the valley. They dug out gold and silver in the valley. He was so sleepy that he went to bed early. He was so sleepy that he went to bed early. The final score of the football game was 5-10. The final score of the football game was 5-10. She was hungry enough to eat a rock. She was hungry enough to eat a rock. Getting up early in the morning is a good habit. Getting up early in the morning is a good habit. I like science more than math. I like science more than math. What is your number in your class? What is your number in your class? He understood his older brother's advice well. He understood his older brother's advice well. I don't know if she is arrived or dead. I don't know if she is arrived or dead. All parents love their children. All parents love their children. We are planning to paint the house yellow. We are planning to paint the house yellow. He's young, but he's strong. He's young, but he's strong.
Where are you going
during the winter vacation? Where are you going during the winter vacation? The beggar became the present a few years later. The beggar became the present a few years later.